Hey, ladies, welcome back to Pretty Smart,
All right.
where the ladies are pretty, but they're also smart. And then there's Keziah. No, I'm just kidding. I had to get you. I haven't seen you in so long. You know, I got to give you
I know,
credit for
I know.
having seen you in so long. Today's going to be, well, I think it's fun, but today's going to be relationship tournament. So it's always word association when you come to relationships and you have that one word, and we're going to see which word holds the most value. It's going to be very random. So the word you're thinking of might not win, but when it comes to relationship, whether girlfriend, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever, what's the one word that comes to your mind that's at the forefront of the most important in your relationship? What's that for you guys?
Reciprocity.
Oh, she just right out there with a big one, huh?
Oh.
That
Yeah.
was good. Yeah. I was gonna say trust.
Ooh, okay. Trust.
I'm going to say vibe, chemistry.
Okay, I'm mad because I can't spell retroprosity. I'm just kidding. I know it's RH. Um,
Reciprocity.
reciprocity. So she said, and you said, who said trust?
I did.
She said trust. And then, Lynn, what did you say?
I said vibe or chemistry.
Ooh, vibe or chemistry. There's so many words, and I only put 16 words in. So that's another thing because you can't put, there's like 100 words that you can put in here.
Yeah.
Right.
But mine is happiness. Everybody looks at all the words like, well, am I happy? Because there's this thing where everybody tries to find the perfect person for them, right?
Indeed. Yes.
And what is that? You can spend your whole life trying to find the perfect person. Some people get lucky and they find their perfect person in the beginning. Some people think they find their perfect person in the beginning. Some people live in the illusion that they have their perfect person. We were on another show earlier today with Christopher Robin, and we were talking about back in the 70s where his mom was just told, "You need to get a man." And he said, "No one ever said you need to get the man for you. They just said, you need to get a man. You need to get a wife and have kids." Nobody said find the good wife. Not nobody, but it was
Mhm.
always like the push to get hitched and start a family. Well, can I take the time to find the right one for me? Wasn't as big as a thing as it is now.
Mm.
That makes a lot of sense, but it is very important to take that time to find that person that's specifically for you. Because you don't want to necessarily settle, I guess is the best way to say it, and just say,
Mhm.
oh, you're here now, I'm tired of waiting, and then be looking back in the next 20 years and regretting it all. Yeah.
Well, see, I'm going to tell you, I've kind of learned that happiness is one of those great words, but I've come to understand that I'm the only one responsible for my happiness. If I rely on whether somebody else makes me happy, then I'm in trouble. But if I'm already happy, if I'm happy with myself,
Mhm.
then I've got options to offer. If I'm relying on somebody else to make me happy, what happens when they make me mad? What
Exactly.
happens when they
It's
say,
magnified. Then it's because like if I surprise you, I could surprise you with the one of the greatest, what a great gift, and just you're sick, and I show up with soup and medicine and all of that, and surprise you, but you're miserable and bitter. It ain't gonna make a difference
it's not going to make a difference?
Yeah.
You know,
because your answer is probably gonna be like, "Well, you could have brought me this too. You didn't bring no orange juice."
right. I didn't get right. I didn't get no OJ. I didn't get no gummies. I didn't get no this. No,
She
no,
said
no.
gummies, Aisha.
I was like, not
Wow.
Said, you
I
brought
didn't
me
get no
soup.
candy. I didn't get this.
No.
The
She
bottom
said,
line is,
Aisha,
if I re-
Lynn said you brought soup, but you ain't bring no gummies. Where am I seeing these gummies?
I need everything but soup right now.
right.
I don't need soup right now. Okay. So I'm just one of those that doesn't look at a mate or relationship for happiness. I have to
Mm,
look at a relationship for what it gives me that enhances my life.
I agree.
mm.
I agree with that.
I agree with that. Aisha, what do you say?
I mean, so I'm kind of in like a different kind of situation because I'm getting out, like out of a relationship that I've been in for a really long time. It's like the things that I look for now are very different than the things that I looked for when I was like
Hmm.
25 when I first met him, you know?
Right.
Mm,
Um, I mean, so I say reciprocity because it's like just treat me the same way that I treat you. Like that's all that I expect from you. You know, like it's like I don't expect for anybody to treat me any better than I'll be willing to treat them. So
mm.
Mm.
so like that is like so like that's why that's my like big thing. Just like even the playing field out.
Lisette says sometimes the ideal, sorry, mate is the opposite of what you're looking for. That's true. Well, when you're young, you're always looking for the bad boy, they say. And Spartan says gummies while you're sick is crazy. Lynn, he telling me better try it.
I didn't throw those kind of gummies. I did not define what kind of gummy. Okay.
Okay.
I was not defining what kind of
Oh,
gummies. That
you-
was candy. That was
oh,
treats.
Wait,
Whatever.
my,
I think you're
my
speaking of gummy bears.
gummy
Yeah.
bears. Oh yeah, yeah, gummy
Mhm.
bears. You mean the ones that you put in the bowl of vodka and put them in the fridge?
Oh, those are the good.
Okay, if we're going there, okay, whatever. All right. See,
All right. So
see,
what I'm gonna do?
you keep taking us someplace else.
Oh, hey, you know that song? I'll take you there. All
I'll
right.
take
So
you there. Boom.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jumble this up 5 times. One, two, three, four, five, and then we gonna get started. So the first two is attraction versus humor. Attraction versus humor. Ooh, which word plays more of an important role? Attraction or humor?
Attraction.
Attraction.
I
Okay,
like humor.
what? Just well, you know what? There have been people. Okay, you might not be like, oh my god, like woo, but they're cute enough, and then they make you laugh, and it makes them cuter.
Exactly. Hmm.
But now, see, when I think of attraction, I think of again that chemistry, that bond. Is this somebody I'm attracted to? It has nothing to do with their
Oh
physicality.
well, that's what this one's for. This one's for physical. Yeah, this is physical attraction. It doesn't have the word physical because it's supposed to be one word, but this is what we're
Okay,
saying.
I'm
This is attraction.
sorry, but that matters.
Yeah. So you'll take that over humor.
Yeah, because sooner or later, humor will make a difference.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's a clean sweep. We kind of, if you want to put a vote in the audience, especially if we have a tie, we're definitely going to go to audience for tie. So attraction is going to beat humor in that first bracket. The next one, oh, love, communication. So love is like a hard one to put in there because it's like if you do all those things,
Mhm.
you'll be loved. But there'll be people, and I get it. People will say, well, that wasn't love. But we've been in love before and all those markers weren't met. So do you
I'm
go
gonna
with
call
your
it communication.
Communication. Because I
I
mean,
agree.
love is definitely subjective. So what
Mhm.
is love to somebody else may not be like what love is, for like for the person who they're trying to love, even. So I definitely feel like communication because I mean, and then also if
Ooh.
you communicate well, then I mean, like you said, you kind of,
We can't go anywhere.
yeah.
You was you remind what you just said was funny because I remember watching. I think the show was called Oz, and I remember one of the prisoners was in love with the guard, and she was always like, because it's a prison the guard, she shouldn't be in love with him, but he killed someone for her, and she fell in love with him. She's just like, that's the ultimate sign of love. He killed someone for me. It was like, oh,
Okay, all
okay.
right. Pretty hardcore. Okay. All right.
It's some people because I what'd you say, pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say communication too, because if we can't communicate, there's no way I'm falling in love with you anyway.
I feel like if there's poor communication, it kind of dwindles the love over a certain amount of time.
Mm.
Okay, so we will take communication. Now the next one is, oh, someone who has good finances or someone who has great accountability. Ooh.
Mm.
Ooh. That's one of those things where, hey, you know, I forgot what radio co-host it was, but she got backlash because she said she wouldn't date a bus driver. And it's like, why do we always have to equate uh, men's quality with their job?
Hmm.
Like, you could be married to a carpenter and he treats you like the queen that you are. You could also be married to someone who runs a company and makes millions of dollars and treats you like shit.
I'm going to say accountability.
I'm gonna need y'all to give me an example of when you say accountability, what you mean.
Accountability, you know, basically, are you there? Are you going to be my ride or die? Are you accountable? If you commit to something for me, do you honor that and so forth? Finances for me, especially given where I've been in my life, is, I look at it this way. You can have finances today and you can have and not have finances tomorrow. But are you somebody I can rely on, depend on? Because I don't believe in relying on a partner at all anyway for finances. I need for you to be there because you there. You my ride or die. You got my back in one form or fashion.
Because how do you feel about this? Because I say accountability because where I'm looking at accountability is when we have an issue. Are you a person that only looks at what I did in this issue? Or are
Mhm.
you like me where you might step back and go, okay, what was my role in this issue that just happened?
Yeah, I
Okay.
feel the exact same way. I feel as though, like Lynn said, if something goes down, I want to be able to say, hey, like, you're there for me, things like that. Just like you said as well. I don't know. I feel like accountability is way more important than finances because while, yeah, you may work at some place that you don't necessarily want to work at and make less money, I'm here too. Like, we're good. We shouldn't have to worry about that, and that shouldn't be an issue in a relationship or anything.
Yeah, and there are people who aren't rich, but they do really they go on vacations. Managing what you have is
Exactly.
important, and if
Hmm.
you're accountable, you know how to do that. So I guess that kind of works in that way as well. Because the accountability in what I role I played in that role is great too. Because I know somebody. I have always had friends say, "You never talk bad about your exes." I was like, "Why? Why do we separate? And the only thing you hear is the bad stuff if you're going to bring it up anyway. As if I'd never had a good time with that ex at any time in that relationship. The trauma stuff, I don't need to bring it up anyway. So if we're bringing up a story, if you're going to ask me about one, I'm not just going to bring up all the terrible times as if there were no good times. And some of those terrible times, I had a role in it, whether it was 5% of the issue, whether I had provided 20% or 80%. I still had a percentage in the issue.
Yeah, exactly.
All right,
Just
so all of us, including Scott and somebody's mic is staticking.
I was listening to
Uh oh. Uh
you.
oh. We got to do it live. We got to find out who it is. Who am I going to mute? Who's going to be the culprit? Let's see. I bet you it's Kazaya. Let's see.
is it me?
Uh oh. I muted Aisha. Let's see. and it went away. Oh, it's Keziah. Ooh, I told you. I knew it. Or maybe Lynn turned her thing off while I picked you. She could be sabotaging. Who knows? All
Not
right.
me.
The next one is happiness and forgiveness. Uh-oh. Hmm.
I'm going to say happiness because I should not to be forgiving you all the time. Like, why do we need to forgive each other so much? Stop doing
Yeah,
this.
come on.
We need to forgive you.
You know what?
Please,
Wait a minute.
I have to constantly be like, oh, I forgive you. You're okay. We're good again. What's going on?
We're not
Okay.
gonna do that. We're not doing it.
We might be looking at that one a little drastic. I don't be like every day you forgiving me for something. That might we might have a long relationship and you might oops, because this happens. Um, it might be, you might forget my birthday. You might forget the anniversary. You might and I know you looked at me crazy, but you know what? When I got married and we were in Miami and I got mobilized to Missouri, I called my wife and I said, "Hey, guess what day it is?" She goes, "It's not your birthday. Your birthday's not till June." I said, "I'm gonna hang up, and when you figure it out, you call me back." I'm trying to surprise her, and she calls me back. She goes, "It's our anniversary,"
Oh, that part.
and I said, "I thought I was supposed to be the one to forget the anniversary. You said I would forget. Now you forgot. Well, it's the third one. It's not a big one." I'm like, "Oh, now it's not big because you forgot." Okay,
Wow.
so I forgave her,
Mhm.
Essentially.
but you know what? Oh, I just thought about something. It's easier to forgive if you're both happy.
Mm.
That is very true. I feel like a good foundation to a relationship is happiness.
I,
Agreed.
I think that I think happiness works when I'm not relying on you to make me happy, but we are sharing and experiencing a happiness and a joy that works together.
Okay. Look, this is when we do these little like tournament episodes, I've never seen it, but this first round has been a lot of sweeps. So we gonna see. We gonna see. Oh, here we go. Sex versus patience. And y'all, look, I'm just gonna put mine up here because I don't
I'm
care.
sorry, you could add mine to the
Okay,
set.
because listen, because if you ain't doing it right, all that other stuff ain't gonna matter.
Yeah, me too.
So
Yeah.
we're gonna sweep this one out.
Because
It's
ain't nothing good.
it's a
Yep.
sweet.
Next one.
Yeah.
It's
Damn.
like I don't even care about nothing else. What?
Even Rise with Lisette says, Lisette from the Rise with Lisette show says, sex. Yeah, and again, people, we're not saying sex is the most important. We're just saying good sex because you can be as funny as you want to be, but if it's terrible in this bedroom, you ain't gonna make me laugh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. Not
Wait a
even a
minute, no,
joke.
wait a minute, you did not go there, did you? Yes, you did.
Yeah, you gonna make me laugh about something else. Um, Lisette said, I mean,
Oh,
freaky
I
time.
like that. Freaky time matters.
She said,
Yeah,
freaky time matters.
freaky time matters. Okay.
All right, so that was an easy one. So sex destroyed patience. I don't have the patience for you to figure out how to make the sex work. So
Yeah, no, we ain't got time for that.
Mm-mm.
the next one is trust versus consistency. Trust versus the
Trust.
word
Trust.
consistency.
I'm going for trust.
Mm.
Trust.
Mm.
I'm gonna go consistency. I guess if you're consistent, it'll make me trust you because you can be trust, but then you become a little inconsistent, and then that's gonna play into me not being able to trust you.
Yes, I was gonna say exactly what you said. I'm gonna say consistency for that same reason.
Ooh, that means we need an audience tiebreaker.
Well,
Where
see,
you at, Lisette?
I feel like it's consistency too.
Oh, she's still.
see, I'm going with trust because with trust comes consistency. If you just deal with consistency and it's not trustworthy consistency, you just being a consistent asshole.
I
Oh,
mean,
you just did what I did, and you
wow.
did it around. Lisette says trust. If I don't trust you, then why
Then
am
why
I with
am
you?
I with you?
You know what? But some people, now we're speaking for ourselves. I take because we do that a lot. Some people speak for ourselves. Ladies, I'm gonna admit. Sometimes when I'm talking about stuff with lady, y'all be taking it back because y'all be thinking about yourself. But I just be thinking about people in general.
Hmm.
And some people in general don't trust you because they can't be trusted. You ever dated someone that was always accusing you of cheating, but the reason why they were doing it is because they were cheating?
Because they were cheating. Right.
Projection.
Yeah. So it's like you don't trust me because you out here doing something you're not supposed to do. Lisette said humans are inherently inconsistent. We're constantly evolving and growing. Um, and then Zero said trust. If I don't trust you, then why am I with you? Oh yeah, I said that one. Okay. I'll repeat it again. So trust, it looks like trust. We're gonna put the audience in this one. Audience, Scott and Lisette. So trust is gonna win. The next one is chemistry. And go ahead, say that word, Aisha.
Reciprocity.
I put reciprocity. Oh my god.
I don't know what you wrote. Right.
I the screen was small, so I messed that up.
Okay.
But it's supposed to be reciprocity.
So what's the word?
Screen.
What are we looking for? Reciprocity, and what's the other one?
Chemistry.
Chemistry.
Chemistry. Mm.
I'm gonna go with chemistry.
You're gonna go with chemistry.
Yeah.
Why is that, Kazaya?
I feel like if we don't necessarily have chemistry, we can't grow together properly the way that we're supposed to. If I don't know necessarily how to word it exactly, but I feel as though if I enjoy specific things and you don't enjoy those specific things, I can't necessarily, do those things with you. We can't, find joy in the same things. Does that make sense?
Hmm.
It does.
Okay.
I'm kind of
Yeah.
so I'm definitely like I
Hmm.
personally find joy in like whatever it is that my person finds joy in. Like, and it's just because I just enjoy being around this person. Period. So it doesn't matter if it's necessarily a thing that I would have selected for us to to actually go and do or not. Because because for me it's just about spending time with that person, just being with that person regardless.
Exactly. And I know I have seen situations where people will try to kind of force
Mhm.
themselves to just be in those situations that they're not feeling it. And it's clear. And that person just, the other person in the relationship, they can feel that that person does not want to be with them. That chemistry is not there whatsoever.
Right. I see. I'm the one. I'm all for chemistry. And I'll give you an example. I had a date with a guy, and he was wonderful. He was nice. He had great conversation. But I recognized or felt like when we walked through the door, just him putting his hand on my shoulder to help escort me out the door was like he might as well have put a dish rag on my shoulder. There was like nothing there that made me feel like I want to go back for more. So
No spark.
I mean, but
there was no spark.
like chemistry with people that I know for a fact that I should not be with. You know what I mean? Like, like that's why that's the reason why I can't say chemistry because I'm like I know I've had chemistry with people, but I've been like that would be a bad idea.
See, I have, when I use the word chemistry, I'm really thinking about,
I
uh,
didn't realize I was muted this whole time. I'm like telling Aisha something. I was like, why is she ignoring me? Aisha, I picked reciprocity because I feel the same with you. You can have there's two people that have great chemistry, but they are bad together. But the thing about, and I think this sometimes gets overstated in different ways, is because Zero says chemistry. I've tried hanging out with a person you have nothing in common with and it's boring. That can be different. I have been with people that we don't like the same things, but we found things to like together. And then sometimes it's okay to go do your own thing. Like it's okay that you like
Definitely.
football and you go watch it with your friends and you like to go do this. You like to play tennis and you go play tennis on Sundays with your friends. That's okay. And then another thing, if you give it a chance, I've also been with people where I don't particularly like something that they like because it just wasn't my thing, but I learned to like it through them. I had someone who hated football. They went to football games with me, and then slowly they started to like it. I'm not saying it's always going to happen, but sometimes we don't even try. We're just like, "Oh, you like that? Ah, that's boring."
Okay, so I'm going to throw this out here. I'm going to
Throw
read.
it out.
I'm throwing out. I'm redefining chemistry. For me,
Okay.
chemistry ties into, is there a spirit-driven connection? Is there a connection that says, "Oh yeah"?
There can be, and they can also be bad for you. Can have the greatest chemistry, and oh yeah, and y'all out here robbing bank. Bonnie and Clyde had great
Well,
chemistry.
now that's okay, but now, but see, now that's called discernment. I need to figure
No,
out whether
no,
that's what I'm doing or not.
I know, but they
For
had a
me, chemistry is, if you feel like a dish rag boring to me, then it doesn't really matter all the other stuff. I'm just not gonna want to be.
I'm agreeing with you. Bonnie and Clyde had a spiritual driven thing that put them together. They had great chemistry, and a lot of people died. A lot of money got stolen.
Oh, thank you very much.
Okay,
All right.
they had great chemistry together. So I'm not disagreeing with you. Oh Lord, who got a flat tire? What was that?
What was that?
That better not be me again.
I don't know what that was, but anyway, so we're stuck at chemistry and reciprocity. So we had to go to the audience, and Lisette says chemistry,
Mhm.
and Zero says chemistry, and Clarence says chemistry because they all don't know what they're talking about. So we're gonna put chemistry.
I agree.
I'm with you, Aisha. And then the
Great.
last one for the first round is your peace versus ambition. Ooh, ambition. That's almost like the chemistry. It could be a good thing and it could be a bad
Could be a
thing.
good thing or a bad thing.
I say
Um,
peace. Do not run me crazy.
Hmm. I guess peace, being at peace, because being at peace means
for
you trust
me,
that person. You have, like, you're mentally at peace. Ambition. What did Kathy Bates say to her son in that Tyler Perry movie? It's your private thoughts that give me pause.
right, right.
Hmm.
I mean, I think that if there is a peace, a calm between us, then everything is good. We can work out whatever needs to be worked out. But if I gotta battle against your ambition, my ambition, we in trouble.
Hmm.
Because at some point we have to have peace with one another's goals, desires, aspirations in order to be able to work together to help one another achieve that.
I agree, honestly. I feel as though peace is really important. I don't think that being in a relationship for years and years, dealing with someone that is constantly having things going on. Oh, I need money for this. Oh, come and do this. Oh no, I need you to come and bail me out. That's really stressful. That's a lot,
Hmm.
and I feel like that can really interrupt your own ambition for sure because you're over here trying to coddle and uplift this other person that's completely bringing you down.
I feel like somebody has their noise machine on a timer because they're ready to go to sleep. Doesn't it sound like one of those white noise machines?
It
Hmm.
does.
Let me see if it's okay.
I
Lynn, put both hands up, Lynn. Put both hands up. We gotta make sure you're not cheating. It's Keziah. I knew it. I told you not to
I'm
get your
so
mic and
sorry.
speakers from
I
five
don't
and
know why
below
it's doing that.
because you got. I
Oh,
told you not to get your equipment from five and below. Five and
exactly.
below. I'm just kidding. If you want to
I'm
sponsor
gonna
us,
take it back. I'm gonna get. I got my receipt.
Take it back, girl.
so, Aisha, did you say peace or ambition?
I said peace.
You said peace, and the audience says peace too. So, wow, it's a lot of this. Rarely happens. It's a lot of clean sweeps in
Mhm.
that, which means that second round gonna be hard because we start with attraction. Okay, well, this is not a hard one for me. This. Well, let me think about it. Let me think about it. Physical attraction, communication. Physical attraction can wear off though, not because the person, ages or something, but you
But
ever met
that
somebody
happens.
hold on. You ever met somebody who's, we'll say, just average looking, but their personality makes them look better, and you'll meet somebody who looks good, but their personality doesn't, it just starts taking it backwards. Does that make
Definitely.
sense?
Yep.
For sure. And yes, I have met a few people like that.
Leave me out of this, Kazaya.
No worries. You're good. But yes, I think that communication for sure is more important.
Yes, communication is more important in the long run. I mean, I always say when you first meet somebody, it's all about the attraction. Like you don't know their personality, right? When you're walking up to somebody somewhere. But when it comes to like maintaining a relationship, like you have to have good communication.
I'm going to agree. Now that we've gotten the attraction, got us engaged, now
Yeah.
got us involved. So now, what's next? What's the next part that's important? And
Exactly.
communication is important.
Mm-mm.
Okay, you are muted, Keone. Oh, he's not.
Oh.
Okay, he talking to somebody else. What am I supposed to do? Right?
How are you supposed to know that?
Because you see me,
Okay,
Lynn. The
hold up,
audience can't
hold
see
up,
me.
hold up.
You can see me on the phone, and you don't say on the live. You're muted, Coyote. You
Okay,
just
wait a
keep
minute.
talking.
Hold up. Zero says
Stacy's gonna come on here.
attraction
I'll
can
see. I'll send
stop
it to
with
you. I'll
booty
send you.
calls.
I am working on a surprise for you three, and that was the surprise
Okay,
calling.
okay. Well, we
The
don't know that.
audience can't see me. You can clearly see me. And you're like, you're muted, even though the phone's next to you.
He
What am I
needs,
supposed to
he
do?
needs to give us rules to play by, right?
You are a
You
professional.
get it's okay.
What do you mean? It's like I'm doing the Rise with Lisette show right now. Sorry, Lisette. Didn't mean for you to catch stray bullets while you're in
Love
here in the chat
this.
tonight.
Physical attraction can stop with booty calls. Communication builds a strong relationship.
Yep.
Yeah, but you'll do some crazy things for some good. Wait, that's sex. Never mind. Never
Exactly.
mind. We're
We
just
ain't
talking
even there
about.
yet.
We're just talking. She said we ain't. So everybody picks communication. All
Yes.
right.
Mhm.
Accountability versus happy. I feel like this is one of those ones where one works into the other, but let's see how y'all are going to twist it because some of them we've both said backwards. So I'm really wondering how Lynn's going to tie these two into each other.
I still
Um,
say accountability matters. Can I count on you? Can I rely on you? Are we gonna be there for each other? Are you my ride or die or what?
and I feel like happiness wins because happiness is such an umbrella term, and accountability is one area. And accountability is something that, hey, maybe we're both young, maybe we're both married at 22 and we're working on it and you're getting better at being accountable. Because truth be told, when we get married, that's why I say, why are you looking for the perfect partner? None of us are perfect.
Right, right.
You can get together and both work. You're supposed to help each other grow and work on being better at things. So maybe you didn't have that person that held you to task to be more accountable. And that's the best thing you got from me out of the relationship. Um, but you make me happy in a bunch of other areas while we're working on this accountability part.
You know what? I like that consideration. And I'm gonna say where I am in my life, I just want to
Mhm.
be happy.
Yeah.
I'm not relying because I don't rely on a partner for the
Mhm.
things to take care of me, to this or that, then I do think that being happiness is important.
And the reason why I say that the way that you said that, because again, I'm just saying there's so many other areas to canvas while we're working on that. Maybe you need to work. Maybe because I know, like, you're my partner and you're not good with time. You can never be on time. Well, I'm gonna ask somebody else to pick me up from the airport. Even though you're my wife, I'm gonna get my brother to pick me up.
Right. right.
We'll work on it. While we work on it, my brother's gonna pick me up from the airport.
Well, you see, I also think that there comes a point in time in life where when you accept the idiosyncrasies of somebody else, then you have to accept them.
Ah,
In
shit! I
which
gotta Google
case,
that word. Damn it! Idiosyncrasy. I'm
idiosyncrasy.
playing. I'm playing.
Yes, yes. When you accept certain things from a
Yeah.
partner,
Hmm.
then that should not be what you criticize them for
Uh
going
huh.
forward. Okay? Because a lot, you have to, if you accept somebody, like you said, somebody's going to always be late, they're not going to get you from the airport on time, then the bottom line is you love yourself enough to call somebody else that will get you from the airport on time, knowing that you don't want to cause anxiety with the person that's not going to get you from
Nah, because
the
Aisha, the reason why I bring that up because it's one of the things that irk me the most. Every time I pick somebody up from the airport and they say I just landed, except for you, Lynn, that once because I was working. But normally when family and friends or whatever are just coming in to come in,
Hmm.
and they say I just landed, I say, okay, let me know when you're at the luggage and I'll pull back around. Because I know how it is to travel, and the last thing you want to do is sit there for 30 minutes. I hate that when tell you I'm landing at 5
right.
on the connecting flight, I say plane's taking off, we're on time. And then I land at 5 and I text you just landed, and you text me coming. I'm on the way.
I'll
Yeah.
be there in an hour, right.
An hour? No, no,
Oh,
no.
she said an hour.
Yeah,
Ooh.
no. That's ridiculous. If someone is coming in to visit, I definitely make sure that I'm there. If I'm 10 minutes late, I'm so sorry. That's my bad. But I try my best to be on time. Definitely. Especially
Aisha,
since you don't,
you
go
might
ahead.
get the Aisha, you might get the well, I had to drive through rush hour traffic. You know you live here. You know what time
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. You don't know how far people are traveling. You don't know what's going on. It's
you knew I was flying into Atlanta airport at 5:30. I'm sorry, that was the only flight I could get. You should have been prepared.
That was what I was
Right,
about to say.
right.
Like, why are you landing at 5:30? That's crazy.
Hey,
Like,
next time buy my flight.
you
See
must
the
not want me to be on time. I'm talking about 5:30.
see the one thing you learn through time and years, and in terms of what makes you happy, is not to set yourself up for disappointment.
Yeah.
So, I think that happiness matters and you figure out what you have to do. If I know you're going to consistently be late, I'm not going to ask you.
I
And it
got
doesn't mean I don't love you. I'm just not going to add that to the anxiety calendar.
so is anybody picking accountability? Is this a
yeah.
sweep?
I think it sounds like a sweep.
It's a sweep. All right. The next one is sex and trust. Oh,
Oh,
why they did that
Lord.
to me?
Here we go.
Why they did that to me?
My.
I don't even know how to
Listen,
answer
look, this is where the trust is messed up. If the sex is trash, but I heard you around the way knocking socks off, I don't trust her.
I'm going to say trust, honestly, because if I'm over here like, oh, who are you over here with? Oh,
Mhm.
why are you texting this person who's in your phone? Something like that, anything like that. If I have any
Yeah.
reason to think that you're, stepping out on the relationship, that's just the first thing that I think of. Then we're not going to be sleeping together or anything like that. So
Mhm.
trust overall will always, go above
I'm gonna
sex.
throw mine out, get mine out of the way. Mine is sex, because good sex will make me trust you for a while.
Come on now, you got to be
Look,
stronger than that.
come on. Listen, I don't want to be okay. I want to be respectful, but ladies, okay, maybe not you, Lynn. I haven't known you, the younger you, but you all know the ladies that have done some things because of some good,
Yes,
know,
for sure.
he not cheating. Oh, stop it. You see all the red flags, but you're like, no, no, he's not.
Hmm. Hmm. Yes, he
it.
is.
See,
But let somebody, but Aisha, let the sex be bad, and then you want to be out here cheating. The nerve.
First of all, I'm not coming back. So Right? I'm not worried about you cheating because I'm not gonna. We're not doing this again.
But I'm just saying the nerve of you to be out here.
I'm gonna tell you, I got a hard time addressing that one now. I do have a hard time. Um,
Well, you know what? You know why, Lynn? Because if you're 60 at the wrong time, if you would have been 60 20 plus years ago, you would have been all right. But now they got that blue pill.
no, 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 no. I'm just owning up to where I am in my life, and I'm gonna say, I'm sorry, I got to get a half a vote for each one,
That's
okay? Because
yeah.
it's both important. First off, I'm gonna trust you for the relationship and what comes with it. First off, you don't get the sex part if I don't have the trust part. So I don't know how to decide. I don't know how to vote for that. You don't get one without the other. So I don't know how you vote for that.
I mean,
What you got to say?
I said, well, you got to figure it out because we're gonna run out of time. So which one you picking?
I'm going for sex. Okay.
Oh wow.
Ah, she's look, the two older people, yeah. Kazaya, where you at? Well, I thought it was gonna be the young people to pick sex, but no, it's the older ones.
But
How
Because
see,
you
you
know,
got
'cause-
for
'Cause
me,
yeah.
you got the trust already. I mean, you don't get the first
No, no,
without the
no,
second.
baby. No, no, baby. I don't need to trust you. I just need it to be
No, no, I
good.
do need to
I
trust
no,
you.
because the ones you can't trust usually do it better.
Eh,
Because they know they got to make up for something. They got to
oh
look.
Lord,
You over there? Come on. Where were you at 4 o'clock? Come in the room. Let me talk to you real quick.
yeah,
You know,
but
get
that
see,
what you.
irritates.
but see,
Yeah.
if I don't trust you and I don't know you, you don't get none of that
Well,
anyway.
that's fine. You be you. I'm gonna be me.
Okay, fine.
We can agree to disagree. Cause
Okay,
I,
fine.
cause I, which one?
Trust.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you said trust. I
Yeah. I'm
put it
gonna
up
stick
there
with it.
already.
I almost switched, but I'm gonna stick with it.
All
Hmm.
right, don't worry. You ain't lived long enough. When you get to
Yeah.
my age, you look. The better it can be,
Ask
the
me
longer it can
in
be,
a
the
minute.
better. Right, Aisha.
I say sex.
Oh, there you go. I love her. Listen, y'all don't be all up in her DM because she said that. That's not why she was saying that. You gonna get a hard no.
Don't be in
Okay.
my DM either.
Yeah. And since you can't go to their DMs, just come to mine. All right. Oh, there's another one of those ones that can kind of tie into each other. But again, we're talking about certain areas. So chemistry versus peace. And I bring it back to the binding class. You can have I've seen some people that were locked and step together, ride or die, but it was so bad.
I'm going for the peace.
Me too.
So
Yeah.
bad. Peace.
You know, I'm staying with peace.
Okay. Well, that's a clean sweep. That's going to be
I'm
peace. We don't even have to go to the audience
I'm
for
at
that.
a point in my life where I don't need your crazy drama.
Mm-mm.
Exactly.
Nope.
So we got the final four, right? We got the
Uh-oh.
final four. So we go. Let's get into these and give good reasons why. So in the final four, in the top two, we got communication and happiness. Communication and happiness. Communication can bring
Mhm.
happiness. You might be happy in other so happiness is a weird one because you might be happy in aspects of a relationship but it's momentary happiness. I gave the example of you're upset, come in the room real quick, you get knocked off and you're a little happy but
Mhm.
that wears off. So you can have momentary happiness, but are you happiness throughout the whole relationship?
Hmm.
I am going to say communication.
Mhm.
For the same reason that you were saying, because it's like you can have different moments of happiness, like different things in the relationship can make you happy. But it's like if if there's some kind of like disagreement of some sort, you got to be able to communicate to figure it out and to get past that, or you'll never have the happiness aspect of it again.
I like how you just tied that into mine because we wouldn't be having to have that come to the room and let me make you momentarily happy if we probably didn't have that poor communication in the first place.
Yep, right.
I would have been happy when you walked in the door before we didn't even have to have a conversation.
I mean,
Okay, I
we
like how you use that again. Okay, I'm gonna say communication. I was gonna say happiness, but I'm switching to communication because I
I'm saying communication for the exact same reason.
copycat.
I mean, if I can't communicate with you and we can't talk through things, we're gonna eventually resent one another and, like, hold grudges, things like
Ooh,
that.
that
That
word.
will not lead to happiness whatsoever. So yeah, it's
I'm
definitely.
I'm gonna go with communication because from communication we have understanding. If we don't have understanding, we ain't got nothing.
that is
What I need from you is understanding. Can we communicate? So nobody's gonna jump in and help me. Y'all just no one knows that song with me.
I was singing with you. I
Oh,
was singing. I just wasn't loud enough.
okay. Now we're gonna look at. Okay, so we voted for communication. Everybody voted for communication. So communication beats happiness.
Mm-hmm.
And now we got this bottom two, sex and peace.
Oh
Look at me,
no!
look at me trying to make sex win the tournament. I am definitely throwing my hat out. Great sex. Again, when we think relationships, we're always thinking forever, forever. I'm just talking. All our relationships haven't last forever. Maybe Lynn's did because she was married, but Kazaya, Aisha, and me, we're all single or going in and out of one,
Mm-hmm.
so it ain't forever. So I'll take that great sex over that momentary peace.
Honestly,
Well
when you put it
then,
like that, I'm gonna just say sex.
oh no, but see, you could say great sex gives you peace.
I
You
mean,
could,
and
unless,
you can
they,
bring me peace and just be my friend. Like
Gives you right.
you ain't got to be my man to give me peace. So
Great sex gives you relaxation, etc., all those things that help you feel
well,
at
except
peace.
when they come say, "Let me try something new," but they feel like, but they seem like they're too experienced in that new thing they try. It's like, wait, this ain't the first time you did that. Okay, so and we know Lisette's gonna say sex. So the final two in the relationship tournament word.
Lord,
So we
have
look at all the words that have lost. Attraction lost to communication. Communication lost to happiness. Look at the bottom. Peace came all the way, beating chemistry, ambition, and lost to sex. And now we have sex and communication. Well, can't you communicate through sex?
ah,
can we see that chart again? I'm like,
because
I,
I don't want to answer this question.
I want to see the chart again. I'm
I
lost.
got it up again. I got accountability. I thought was going to make it to the end, but it lost to happiness because we said accountability is one part of the relationship, and happiness can be the whole. Sex beat patience and trust, which I didn't think that was going to happen, and peace. Look at this: sex beat patience, trust, and peace.
I mean, I feel like all the things that sex has beat, it tells us what the winner is.
Yeah, she's persevered.
Because bad communication has led to great sex because you got to make up for it.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh my
But
god!
let me qualify some of these responses based on where you are in your life.
Hold
Okay?
on. Before you do that, because I have a guest for you guys to do something, but I'm gonna bring on Stacy to fill her in on what we was doing because she's in the background giggling. So hold on, I gotta do this, and then I'm gonna. Hey, Stacy, how are you doing?
I'm good, girls. How are you guys?
Hey, we good.
Good.
Yeah,
We
I
good.
came on. I don't know anything about this, and I hear you
So
guys talking and giggling about sex, and I'm
you're
like,
you're
how did
gonna.
I miss out on this show? Because OMG, I am all about it.
Well, we're gonna have a type of tournament. Every show I have, I've done some type of tournament. So today was the relationship tournament. We took a word, 16 words, and we voted on which word based on the bracket was more important. So, like for instance, attraction and humor. Attraction got 4 votes, humor got none. So in that first row was a lot of sweeps, and then it got a little harder in that second round when it came to things like accountability and happiness. And what we were saying is accountability is one part of relationship. Happy can be a whole. But we were giggling on how did sex beat patience, trust, and peace.
Yes. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
So that's where we are right now. And now the final two is communication versus sex. And now I'm kind of I thought when I pushed sex all the way to the end, I thought I was gonna be easy, and we're on sex and communication, and God, you know, the
Well,
one thing that did not go far that I thought would go farther was finances. Finances was destroyed
Hmm.
the first
and
round.
this, just so that I'm understanding, this is in terms of like what makes a great relationship. Like you're looking for that one quality, and so we're down to sex and communication. Is that what
Not
this is?
not so much a great relationship. We were kind of going with the word that can be more important in the relationship, and
Oh,
not
okay.
meaning. And we weren't pigeonholing relationship to like marriage of 30 years. We're just talking about relationship and dating and people in general because like we
Yeah.
said every relationship isn't meant to be forever,
Oh
especially
God,
when
no.
you're dating.
Yeah.
So when we looked at stuff like forgiveness versus happiness, and I think issue was that you saying if I gotta forgive you all the time I'm never gonna be happy.
That is true.
Yeah, and then Lynn made the great point of I make myself happy because you're never gonna make me happy if I'm not happy.
Yes, Lynn, I am in your corner with that. That's how I feel. We got to
uh,
we got to take care of ourselves, teaching others how we wish to be treated.
Right, right.
so where are we going? I don't know what I want to yet. Does anybody know what they want to pick yet? Because I'm still thinking.
Mhm.
I'm over here trying to figure it out myself.
Communication.
Well, we could look
Okay.
at communication as being key for every level of relationship. Okay,
Hmm.
whether you are communicating about what you want sexually, whether you are communicating about what you want in terms of accountability, whether you are communicating in terms of what you want with regards to quote unquote happiness, whether you are communicating about the finances. I think communication is key
Ooh.
to everything.
Hmm.
I mean, I see your point, and I agree with what you said.
Hold on, because before I pull you back on the screen, I'm looking at the thing, and she's saying communication has something to do with every single thing
Everything that
on
you're talking about.
on this list. And I feel like everything on this list can result in whether the sex is going to be good or not. But go ahead, Aisha.
I mean, I was just saying that I agree with that statement that she made about communication, but I still cannot. I can't make sex not be important. Like I can't because I mean because I just feel like okay to me like sex is what like makes the relationship a relationship and opposed to like a friendship or like I
Oh no, Aisha, you're right. Because Lynn just used the example of communication works in every aspect. But look, you was talking about chemistry. Sex and make that chemistry work. That
mm,
connection. You know what?
Communicating about what you want makes that work.
That's why I always get annoyed when one person gets upset when they make when them and another person makes that have never had sex, but they say, "Hey, let's just link," and that's all it's going to be. No feelings, no. And everybody goes, "Yeah," but you can't predict what's going to happen when you connect with somebody like that.
Right.
And one person, and they always get mad at the person that catches feelings. Like, yeah, but that person had no idea that that's the way they were going to feel once you interlocked
I
because you
agree.
can't predict that. You
There's a
might want it to just be let's do it and go, but then chemistry starts to work.
mm,
You can also think about. I mean, I'm just joining in
Mhm.
here, so my opinion in a couple bucks gets you a really cheap ass cup of coffee. But you can really look at sex as a tool for expression,
Mhm.
and expression is communication.
mm,
So, that way you don't have to, it's not like you're having to choose either or, it's both and. Sex is
Yeah.
one
Right. One
tool.
form of
Mhm.
communicating.
Yes, and it is that, I think, Aisha, what you're talking about is it's that
Oh.
self-expression that you need in your relationship. You want to make sure that you're seen and felt and heard and appreciated for what you bring, and you want to feel that connection. So I think maybe sex is a tool for that level of communication.
It's
Just so
another
that
form
Stacy,
of communication, right?
you know what? I See, you know what? I just thought of something. You people that just want to link up, because I told this to a friend one time. He said every time she said the girls say they just want to link, and then now they catch feelings. And I said, listen, you can't put everybody on their back and put their legs up and then look them right in the eyes. You are connecting. Don't do that. You need to do a whole. The position you're doing is not working for you, dude. You need to do it from another spot. Okay.
Just turn her around.
Yeah, just listen. You can't be having people in the hucklebuck and you staring into their eyes during intimacy. They're gonna connect with you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm being funny, but am I wrong? Tell me where I'm
No,
wrong.
that experience is going to stick with them for sure. And it's
Yeah,
It's
as soon
very,
as you see them, they're just going to be thinking about that. You know how awkward that's going to be? Come on now.
right.
I
You
mean,
know dang well when you just do the barking position for the entire time, it was just a hit and go. You know that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know that, right?
wow. Okay.
So, all right, Lynn, where are you going?
I'm 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 going with communication.
All right, Kazaya.
Communication.
Aisha.
Sex me.
Yes, I will, right behind you. So we're at 4. Oh, Stacy, you get to be the tiebreaker. Look at that.
Oh, I hate that. Don't make me choose. I'm just the guest. Don't make me choose. I am not a tiebreaker.
Yes, you are. Okay, you have to guess. I'll put you in the spot.
Okay,
Then,
so I have cards. I could pull a card for each of them and we could just discuss what the universe thinks is
Yeah.
the answer.
oh, let's go. So since you're doing that, let's tell everybody who don't know who you are, Stacy the Black Feather Intuitive. She has her own YouTube channel, Black Feather Couture, Stacy the Black Feather Intuitive, website, the Black Feather Intuitive. But she also does a show on Keona Productions the last Wednesday of every month at 6 p.m. Eastern. She gives guidance and readings. Dwayne does horoscopes, and September does love readings. It's one of our most popular shows. People come on live, get readings, and she's great. She's an intuitive, she's psychic, and the most important thing is she's not one of those ones out here that's full of shit. Been working with her for 5 years, and it always amazes me what she
So,
tells people, and it happens.
so I
So
need a reading.
yes, well,
Yes.
Stacey's surprised was she was going to do a reading for each one of you. That was the
Yay!
surprise I had for you guys.
I'm
But
happy to do that too, but
yeah,
let's see if we
okay.
can do a tiebreaker with me chickening out and not making the call because I just came in at the last minute. I don't want to do
All
that.
right. No
Okay,
problem.
so
No
here's
problem.
the
No problem.
here's the card that we got for communication. Interesting. We got the tower card, and the tower card is always about the shift in perspective. It's about, I want to say, a really serious checkup from the neck up. And if there isn't really solid communication, everything's going to come crumbling down. So I
Mhm.
feel like that's a really clear message from the universe that when you're talking about communication, the perspective is always super important in order to be able to kind of move forward and to have there be something healthy, productive, going in the direction that you want, whether it's long term or for that night or situationship or whatever it happens to be. The sex card. Oh, interesting. Okay, so the sex card is the nine of, well, the sex card isn't the nine of cups, but our sex card is the nine of cups, and nine of cups is wishes fulfilled. So for those of you who aren't
Ooh.
with the tarot, the tower card is part of the major arcana, which is kind of the overarching theme that we have for our lives. And it's part of that heroine's journey or the hero's journey philosophy, where we start off as the fool, we go through a bunch of, freaking life hoops that make us cuckoo, and we come out the other side saying, okay, I'm better for it. I know myself more now. Like, I'm ready. Let's move on to the next thing. Nine of Cups is part of the minor arcana. So this means sort of the day to day. This is the mundane of life. And this is those things that come up when we are, I want to say, faced with, different choices and different decisions in terms of our experience. What experience do you choose to have? And wishes fulfilled is freaking awesome when we are talking about sex. I'm going to say to you, and I hate, Aisha, that I am going to be the bearer of the bad news, so to speak. The Tower card, the major arcana, from the universal perspective, is definitely the one that wins out. But the Nine of Cups is one of the best cards that you can pull in the deck. So I want to say, like, hats off to you. You got something there. You're tapping into something really fun. So what I would say also, nines are endings, resolutions, conclusions. It's also how we see ourselves in service. And the Tower card is a 7, which is the number of divinity. But I also like to say it's that kind of like the prototype, like you develop this whole thing, and before you put it into mass production, you now have the time to, dot all the I's and cross all the T's and make sure that it's going to do what you need it to do. So this is work and effort. This is fun. So there you go. Take that for whatever it's worth, guys, and good luck with however that works out.
Wait, that was such great information, but I still don't know which one.
I know you don't
Working
know.
effort, communication
Yes,
is what she said.
Mhm.
Okay. She says communication. Also, Zero said communication. So, sadly, communication has won the day.
Yay.
Communication.
But
I,
remember, sex is the tool for communication. So if
Sex
it's a
is
tool, it means
another
you can
form
use
of
it all the
communicating.
time. Yes.
Yeah.
all right. I've never been so defeated in my life, but Uh, jeez. All right, where do we go from here? Okay, so Stacy, who I have the Black Feather Intuitive, who I introduced earlier. My surprise for you guys today, since we had a short cast today, I was like, this is the perfect time to come over here and get a reading for everybody. So you ladies, you have two options, and everybody, this is what happens on the Wednesdays, besides the astrology and the love reading. But you've got two options. You can just ask her for general guidance for you, or you can ask her a specific question. It's up to you. When you're ready, just let us know.
Okay, I'll go.
Yes.
Uh,
What would you like, Aisha?
I'll just do general guidance.
General guidance.
Okay. General guidance. What do you need to know as you are moving forward? Let's just do kind of tapping into the week and seeing what's coming up for you, because we're coming up on the weekend here and moving into the next week. Interesting, you got Page of Pentacles. There's something that you need to be a little more experimental about. I think it's so funny that you're the one who chose the sex and I'm saying this. Here we go.
It's
So
not that.
here's the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is a card of deep curiosity, but also someone who wants to do the experiment so that they can learn all that they can learn about a thing. And I feel like there is something more educational that you're stepping into. I feel like there's something that you're going to be opening up to in the new year that either you're just starting to find out a little bit about it or sort of explore, or it's going to be showing up very soon within the next couple of weeks. And what I keep hearing is say yes to it. It's meant for you. You're going to be able to fit it into your schedule. You may need to move something around, but choose the thing that you've been doing for a long time to shift and make room for this other thing that's coming through. I feel like it's going to open you up to a whole new world. And you've been feeling a lack of fulfillment, I feel, in some of the approaches to the things that you enjoy in your life. And I see that coming to an end. This Page of Pentacles, it's experimental. It's a little bit like throwing spaghetti at the wall to see what sticks, but it's happening for you right now because you're getting ready to open up into something new. But you've got to be able to give yourself permission to say yes to it, if that makes sense. So, Page of Pentacles it up. Get very curious about what's coming up and say yes. Also, it's mushrooms. So I don't know if you're into psychedelics, but maybe you can open yourself up to a little plant medicine and do a little experimentation there too. Just saying.
Thank you.
You're
All
welcome.
right. Who is next?
Megan,
All right.
Yeah.
I think I just want a general reading.
General reading. All right, let's pull a card for you. Oh, you got the world card. So the world is the last card in the major arcana, which is that overarching energy. So this is like the fool's journey starts at 0 and then you work your way all the way through to 21, the world. So this is the sum total of everything that you've worked hard for. There's something that you are going to receive some level of congratulations for. I'm seeing December. I'm seeing the first, I want to say like the 7th to the 8th of December. So like the first end of the first week of December. And it's going to come out of the blue. It's something that you kind of gave up on being seen around it or being acknowledged for it for a long time. And all of a sudden it's going to be like everybody and his brother is saying to you, hey, great job, or oh my God, we couldn't have done this without you. Thank you so much. And when this shows up for you, I feel like it's important for you to receive the praise, the guidance, the congratulations, but also don't be afraid to point out, I've been here the whole freaking time. I've been doing this for the last 3 years. Why now suddenly are y'all noticing, right? So I feel like it's okay for you to kind of toot your own horn, to point out where people have been undervaluing you or taking you for granted. And the world card says to me that you are getting ready to start a brand new chapter. So with all of this congratulatory stuff, I'm also feeling that there's something coming to an end so that you can open up into something new. And kind of like what I was saying in the previous reading, don't be afraid to say yes to it. Lean into it because it's something you've been working hard towards for a while, but something that you kind of gave up on. Well, the universe is saying, no, 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 don't give up on it. It's your time. Now is your time. Say yes to it because it's going to be hugely successful. And I feel like it's allowing you to explore an aspect of yourself that you've so been wanting to dive into, but you haven't really been kind of like given the right path. Well, the right path is showing up for you. So own your worth, girl. Own it.
Okay. Thank you.
You are welcome.
Uh-oh,
Lynn,
Miss Lynn.
what are you feeling?
Okay, so I'm gonna say for the public, let's do general, but what I want to know is how to reach you to get a specific.
Oh, that's always a great and Lynn, I'm gonna tell you, and you know our friend Jennifer, right?
Yes.
I'm not gonna say which Jennifer. She did a year interview with Stacy, and she can't stop talking about it. So when you do reach out to Stacy, ask her about the year in review. Stacy, well, you can tell everybody what the year in review
Yeah, I was
is
just gonna say, let me
before
just tell
we.
everyone. So it is a year in review. The service, I call it the year in preview. It's your year in
Oh,
preview.
preview. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I only do it from December 1st to January 31st every year. It is my most popular limited times reading session that I offer. And what we do is it's an hour. You and I talk at you for that hour. I pull a card for every month of the coming year, and I tune in and let you know what's coming up, what's coming through. Sometimes it's about love and relationship and romance. Sometimes it's a little information about career. Sometimes it's the community piece. Sometimes it's different things that you need to know about your scheduled travels and things of that nature. So there's so much that comes up and comes through. You can record it, and the clients that have been doing it for the last 10 years with me call it the gift that keeps on giving, because you can watch it, you record it, and then you watch it throughout the year. Every month you can review what happened in the previous month, and you can also see what's coming up for you. So it's really a lot of fun. I love doing it. I can only do it for 2 months because it's exhausting, because it's me talking at you for an hour, and I do that 6 hours a day. So it's like, I'm also going to recommend do your best to book in the early part of the day. Get one of
Okay,
those first
so where
appointments.
do I go to book that?
Yes. So you can book that at theblackfeatherintuitive.com. And I'm going to tell you, you can also check out my YouTube page, The Black Feather Intuitive. It is not available yet to book, but it will be available soon. And if you wanted to get in on it, if you join my completely free Black Feather community on Mighty, or you get on my newsletter on the 15th of November, you're going to receive a link with a discount code. that is only for people who are connected to my newsletter and membership, and then you can book in advance before everyone else gets it.
Cool. Okay, so right now, let's just give me the general space.
The general space. We're doing it. We're doing it, girl. Okay. Oh, how interesting that you guys were talking about relationship and sex. You got Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is the idealist, the romantic. This is the knight in the shining armor. Sometimes this is the person, and this is what I'm feeling for you, Lynn. There's a person in your life that drives you up a freaking wall, because some of this is really nice, but then they have a very difficult time with the follow through. And I feel like you are an action oriented follow through girl, but you're also looking for people that you don't always have to tell, do this, do that, follow this instruction, do that. You want someone who actually can just kind of pick up and run. I want to say like critical thinking, right? And you're running into that. I feel like in a couple of areas of your life where there just are, it's like you feel sometimes like you're surrounded by people who don't know how to think. And I feel like what is transpiring for you in the next couple of months is you're going to be letting go of certain obligations to these types of groups or these types of individuals that I want to say are just kind of sucking the wisdom and sucking the energy out of you. And instead, you're moving into a space where I want to say, like, you're a leader, you're a wise person. You don't want to have to be telling everybody how to do the basics. You want to be able to tell them how they can really expand and grow. And then you're the oracle. You're like, okay, I gave you what you needed. Now go and do it, and don't bug me. And next. So I do feel that there's a lot of this shift that's going to be coming up for you in the next couple of months. But what I want to say to you is enjoy it. Enjoy the moment. Take from the night what's fun and fair and fancy free, and let the rest go. It's not your circus, not your monkeys. Interesting reading for you. Hope it makes some sense.
Yeah, it sounds like you knew how her day went today, and she's gonna tell me she quits because I'm sucking all the
Oh,
energy from her.
no! I hope not. You just need to put some people in their place. You really do.
Yeah,
You need
and
to
I'm
kind of,
close to that edge. Don't
yeah,
push me. I'm close to.
Don't
Right.
push me
yeah,
because I see what you did there. Awesome. Well, ladies, we had a longer show today, but I feel like it was good. Thank you for playing the relationship tournament game. I felt it was great. Thank you, Stacy, for coming on at
yeah.
the end and giving us
Thanks for
some
having me
readings
on.
and dealing with our knuckleheadedness.
I love it.
It was great. I sorely appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
All right, everybody. This was another episode of Pretty Smart. Tune in a couple weeks. We will see you. I think it's next week. We'll know. You'll see it on YouTube. Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye, Neil.